Homegrown Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.
Kia ora touch whānau, welcome to Quick Hit, your short, sharp and touch relevant warm-up, with the aim of warming up and moving those important body parts before kicking into activity. The Quick Hit warm-up requires minimal space, minimal time and allows for innovation.
Nehes, brother? Yeah. Kia ora te whānau and welcome back to the first day of our Bunnings 2024 Masters National Championships held in Palmerston North at Whanganui Park. You've just joined us for the fourth of our live stream games between the Manawatū 30s men and the Whanganui 30s men. Now, Rod, I keep saying this every time we get to the next game. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this game. But I tell you one thing, when I knew in the schedule that I was going to be involved in all the 2024 national tournaments this year, the Masters was the one I was looking forward to most, because there's 30 years of superstars that are now at this one spot in terms of, over the last 30 years, incredible players in open men's and open mixed and open women's, and now they're all here still playing. And I just want to run through some of the names that I remember from Manawatū. When you have players in the Manawatū team like Corey Governor, Gary Riley, Jason Temura, Paulie Davis, Nehe Monaskara, who we talked about earlier, Mohi Opodi, like, that's just insane, the collection of superstars in this team, let alone what's in Whanganui.
Yeah, well, the interesting part for me too is obviously in the previous games there have been some big names there, and those big names have been performing. So, you know, obviously everyone knows it's a World Cup year. And everyone's been out and training and they're giving their best. So, you know, we get the I guess the joint of experience and the fitness and everything, you know, all the energy that comes with that. So, you know, these games this morning have been, you know, good games. So this afternoon we're looking into some good stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how Whanganui kind of handle that. Sean Brown obviously playing a big role for Whanganui. He's been in the New Zealand role for a long time, and the interesting part for me on the sheet, Maya, is Edward Milner, the brother of Nehe, so they get to go up against one another, expecting fire.
Yep, Sean Brown, absolutely my favourite player that has ever played touch, without a doubt, and it's just because the quality of touch is only matched by the quality of the human being he is. He's an incredible man, a great asset to the community of touch, both in his time in all the areas that he played, and now back in the mighty region of Whanganui. I guess this is almost like a local derby, Rod, and it's great. We've got the home team here, so instantly we've seen the crowd pick up for this game, which is fantastic. But I imagine this is a local derby, sort of like the Auckland Counties game.
Oh yeah, let's not mess around with it. They will have a crack at one another, and it is a 30 men. So, you know, a lot of these guys are still playing open men's in many ways. In the big club tournaments around the country, so, you know, I'm expecting it to be very physical and very quick. So they've got ideal conditions to play, and there's no excuses. So let's just bring it on.
To use a term from the mighty Hika, who's your sack of kinners on in this game?
When you look at the stars that Manawatū have at the moment, and admittedly they've got to put it all together, but it'll be pretty hard to go beyond Manawatū.
Well, I won't go against you there. I hope it is a draw. We need to have some draws on Sunday. We didn't have very many. I don't think we had any, actually, but the Youth Nationals, so the drop-off committee weren't too happy there. It was a quiet day for them, but I'm really looking forward to the star-studded both teams. Manawatū versus Whanganui, 30 men's in the fourth of our live stream games here at day one of our Masters Nationals. And kicking us off, we have Whanganui Going from left to right. First team we've seen go left to right. Change of direction, change of fortune. Straight into their work rod.
Yep, Sean Brown around on the sweep. Steps back in, long ball. Looking for the chopper there, didn't quite come off.
Again, just to acknowledge Sean Brown, the thing I like about him is his humility in terms of he plays the role the team that he's in needs him to. And in some teams that is needed to be the worker and the defender, and the other teams needs to be the man with his hands on the ball. So huge asset to any team, can play any part. Just a great player. You see Manawatū now, 5th touch, just got over halfway line to him on the scudder, looking. Went to go long, be interested to see what happens with this pass. No, the referees on the sideline are happy. One of those pass backward, floated forward ones, Rod.
Yep, but it's, as we can see in this attack here, Scudder Milner he just attacked that the defensive line and just absolutely forced them to collapse in, which made the long ball a lot easier to work with. So it's what happens when you've got the speed just to have a crack at them. I'm
not expecting to see the agility that he showed all those years ago here, but with the size of the arms he's got on him, I have no doubt the 40-metre bullets left and right will still be there, and we've just seen a nice pass for him to set up that first one.
Yeah, Opody there on the touch, nice and low, got his foot right in the box there, and managed to turn that one over for them. So Whanganui never really got the chance to attack there. As we see Manawatū bring transition on now. Let's see what kind of play they can put off the back of that. They've got a nice starting spot right around the halfway line.
First penalty there for in the ruck. Whanganui caught in the ruck. It's taken a bit of intensity out of the game, this one, as we see Manawatū just working their way up to the attacking scoreline. And we see a bit of pace inserted into the game. Comes off his right, short ball. We're now looking on. Winger chases out. Good effort there from the number 6 from Whanganui. Ihaya Hipingo. Goes short side, heaps of space out on the right. Yeah, easy touchdown. Really good work there from the number 15 from Manawatū.
Yeah, Whairangi, yep. As you would expect, the name that's been synonymous with the game for a lot of years. But he certainly summed that situation up well. They played just to the left side there, and then he spotted the gap on the right and faked and went that way. So, and their wingers are holding well on the outside. The Whanganui defence is going to have to kind of batten down a little bit and see what changes they can make to try and keep this Manawatū out.
You're right though, Rod. This doesn't look like a 30s men's game, does it? It looks like an open men's game. It's the quality of the athlete. Oh, good face play there. Oh. Yeah, Manawatū, good hustle. Scrambling out to that right-hand side, shutting down that play. Initially had an overlap, did Whanganui. Good work there from the Manawatū defence. Good to see some of the locals turn up for this game.
The crowd is starting to build for it now, Mai, which is good to see. And they got the local boys on the main ground. See Opody getting ready for the not quite, got Scudder on the nice little miss. There's a pretty heavy hit on that. There's
just thought with a couple of the 7 metres, particularly on the 5th touch, maybe being just a little bit shortened up. So I'm sure the sideline referees can see this, and really, really important when we've got this quality on show like we have, that we make that space as big as we can so that we can see what it is that people have tuned in for, and that's the incredible attacking talents of these two teams. It's a good space there we see. We see Brownie again off his right.
Touch to Spears. We see them back out and head back the same way, just trying to push that ball away from the Manawatū box. It's long. Manawatū just trying to pull through. They're taking their time, being very deliberate about their transition on that one, so not rushing if they don't need to. And at this stage, certainly they need to look for any extra passes in there to try and pinch 5. Nice and stable as they're coming through. Manawatū attacking the line. Long ball. What a pass.
Oh. Just looks silky smooth in the middle, doesn't he? Great work there again from Manawatū. Probably had every opportunity to catch that one, Rod.
Yep, I shudder to think what the coach is saying at the moment in the box, but I'm sure he'll be all the better for it. As we see Whanganui just trying to come around now, centre things up a little bit. On the pick, it's the last. Let's see who runs the holes. Not quite the finish that they were hoping for, although they've done fairly well in terms of maintaining that momentum. And as you say, Maya, just trying to, rush that 7 metres and, get a repeat if you can.
Yeah, good pick up there from Lucas. Obviously, they've had a chat about it. Just in particular, nice catch and pass there from the 11, I think that was from Whanganui, Tāne, Raupita. Really good job here. We see on the Bunnings Warehouse replay. Almost gets the man as well at the same time, but able to gather it in, get it off. Beautiful pass. And as you talked about, the Whanganui wingers just holding their space, holding their depth. An easy touchdown there. First one for Whanganui by the number 13, Leonard Bryder.
Yeah, just a nice little hater on that one there, and they summed that situation up really well. Forced the wing to really shut in on that, but it was a nice set of skills in terms of long boys. We see Opodi down on the ball. Ooh, they were running in the passive there. He was looking for it, didn't quite have time to release it, but patience. There's certainly a lot early in the count at the moment.
Oh, nice backdoor, just catching it. Oh, I thought he got him there. I tell you what, the man who made the touch, Raymond New. We talked about all the superstars. We forgot about one. Raymond New. Seen him in the Taranaki uniform a lot back in the day. Played for New Zealand. Great touch player. Good to see him back here in the national stage, playing for the Whanganui team. Manawatū now. Scudder back in the middle. I imagine if you're on the Whanganui team and you see him come on, you're like, oh no. All the eyes that get drawn to him and everyone's watching rather than sticking to what they're up to. He threw a huge right to left. Now this time it's a left to right. Still had a lot of work to do, did the winger.
Nice cover. Nice cover from the wing. Just asking one another, where should they go for coffee later on?
Yep. Just saying, I did touch you. I did. I really did.
Nice though, as you see the refs just taking their time, just making sure that we settle this down. It's been a good game to now. A lot of competition in it.
Yep, just too hard there. Not the second or third hard touch that he did, but the first one. I actually thought sideline referee Daryl Jones was getting ready to give the all clear. So Tim made that call. Gary Riley now throwing it back to the middle, setting things back up. Going short side, getting on the outside, beautiful pass, sucked the winger in, made a huge amount of space, and great work from the winger from Manawatū.
Yeah, just as we see on this one here, just Pody just going down, just trying to draw the link out, and he got on the outside of him real early, and we see a nice little dive to a destructor. And once again, the winger goes in and does a great job. But they certainly have their roles and responsibilities to Manawatū in terms of their players, and they know when and where to go to that each player.
3-1 now. Just going on 6 minutes left in this first half. Great half of touch. Oh, just nearly stuck in between the two defenders there. We see the number 10. Yeah, good work from Manawatū. Not much on there. Still haven't seen one of those lapses like we've seen in the youth nationals there, with heaps of touchdowns on 5. Manawatū straight into their work. Yeah, like this extra pass. Actually, one of the surprising strengths of that youth grade was all the extra passes that were coming in. Obviously, the coaches, something they focus a lot on now is getting those extra passes, getting behind the top defender. Fortunately, couldn't set things up. Scudder now on the ball, though. Oh.
Just the patience of the man on the ball. He's very aware of where everybody is. He just waits for the defence to make their decision. And this plays outside it as we see Governor on the ball now. Milner, Scudder working together. Ooh, nice heavy hit there by Hone Taurua.
Great touch. You do not want to allow him to be stepping forward after he rolls the ball. Backdoor.
It's good defense at the moment from Whanganui. Just making sure that they, that they keep them locked in.
Fourth touch, 2 to go. Coming this open side, pass away. Oh, great cover there. Yes, good work there from the man you just talked about, the number 8 from Whanganui, Hone Taurua.
As we see this one, a little one here, Mai, the one that you were talking about before, just a little sneaky down the sideline on the last. But it's good to see at this grade that they're onto these sort of tricks. But very good line defence by Whanganui. I think they'll be, it's a massive positive for them. That'll pick them up. Just knowing that that they can keep these, these stars out.
Oh,
there's nice yards from Sean Brown.
Yep, it's almost synonymous saying Sean Brown. The yards are going to be perfect. Really gets his team on the front foot. Strong roll ball, and now we see the fruits of that labour with Whanganui staying short side. Now back to the middle, set up for a strike dump. Good pick from the number 16. Just again, just seems like, I'm not sure it is, but it just seems like that 7 metres is a little bit tight, particularly on that fifth touch.
Yeah, I think in that instance they had a man on the ground there, and they chose to play away from him. It was a weak spot at that point, and they should have gone there. Just show an open side and just head straight back short side where their gap was. So, a missed opportunity, but Whanganui, they need to seize on those opportunities.
We haven't seen Gary Riley with his hands on the ball, and with the amount of quality in this Manawatū team, you can understand why.
Yep, there's one thing that you can be certain of Gary Riley, is that everything is uncertain. If there's an ad-lib player in this country, it is him.
Yep, surprise there. 7 players on the field for Manawatū. I wondered what the Whanganui team was helping the ref out. The referee Lucas spotted that. Penalty now for Whanganui at halfway. Second touch. We see Sean Brown. Quickies. Oh, you got to think that person left early, don't you? I'd love to see a replay of that to see if that did happen. But for the dumping player to get the ball back and get the defender at the same time, she would have been pretty close. Fake the back door. No, steps back in. Oh, acres of space.
Yeah, I think he did well to step in behind him there.
Yeah, initially it looked like Mario was going to call the touch, but we must have had some honest play there, as we see in this replay. Simple backdoor play, comes off his right foot, gets in between the 2 fenders and just goes underneath, gets the ball down before the Manawatū player could make the touch to get 1 back, and now Whanganui 2, Manawatū 3.
Yeah, you can tell from that play there that Sean Brown is definitely a threat. As soon as he planted the ball, he split hard, which forced the defender to over cone really, and that was the hole that was created. You see Manawatū, Riley on the wrap.
Oh, had both Whanganui middle defenders up then. It's never normally a good.
Yeah, Gary had a cheeky little look on the long there, so I wouldn't mind betting that he's going to release shortly.
Oh, nice work there from the winger from Whanganui.
And there's that hole as we see Sean Brown just bring the ball through the field nicely.
Oh, looks like we have a voluntary roll ball from Whanganui in the middle of the field, which obviously results in a penalty. Mohi was making sure the referee knew that he didn't touch him. Pewhairangi just out on the right wing. Wouldn't be surprised to see him roll in. Mulner around the back door to his right. Goes left, just gas. Oh my gosh, there's nothing on there, Rod. Just a little bit off his left foot. Put on the afterburners and got in easy.
Yeah, once he had worked out that he was going around, he summed the situation up very, very quickly. You see him just look up quickly just to see where his defender was, and knew that he had him for legs, and just ran him.
Tody Matthews, he's quick himself, which just shows how quick Mulner Scudder is to get around. Tody Matthews. Whanganui though, the key man in their team. Sean Brown, we've seen you. Quick pass up, just going back to that same move. Rod, yes. Went for a faceplay, but I can't do that after the Hooter goes for half-time as we see Manawatū 4, Whanganui 2 going into our half-time break.
We're real team members, so you get real savings. No celebrities here, just the lowest prices.
Ask the team about a Ryobi electric screwdriver, only $63. Come in and grab this Dulux interior paint, an amazing $116.94. And we've got Yates Weed and Feed, just $27.94 each.
Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 15%. Cut! I've always wanted to do that. Bunnings Warehouse! Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Homegrown Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.
Welcome back to the 2024 Masters Nationals down here in Palmerston North at the beautiful venue, which is Only Park. We're just in the halftime break of the fourth of our live stream games here on day one, which is between Manawatū men's 30s and the Whanganui men's 30s. Rod, really good first half. Manawatū obviously leading 4-2. Whanganui coming back with a couple of late touchdowns in that first half. How do you assess the first of that half?
I think it's as we expected. I think for Whanganui and this time they've already proven that they can hold Manawatū out, and they just need a lot more of that in this half. Preferably, the idea is to not let them get down that end in the first place, which is a lot easier said than done. For Manawatū, I guess it's just much of the same. They've certainly got the calibre of attack that can see them to the end of the game. So it'll be interesting just to see if they start to vary it up a little bit maybe in this half.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that question. Is it sometimes a disadvantage to have so many stroke players in one team that no one can ever really get into a rhythm? You might get one or two shots a half? Yeah,
and a little bit, but as the normal saying goes, you feed the hot hand.
Yep.
And at the moment, Nehe seems to be the hot. And that's where that's sort of where they're playing to. So it'll be interesting to see if they kind of take that away a little bit and see what else they can come up with and what other plays they can get through.
This man here, the number 16, Mauri, haven't really seen him too much in that first half, but we see him now with the ball. Fortunately, not too much on in that space. Come back to the left-hand side. Yeah, probably had him on that short side if he didn't late cut. I know when I used to get the opportunity to play with Dino and I'd do a late cut, he'd give me the stare like, what are you doing, you moron? Yeah. No wonder you ref. You're not supposed to cut. I've just opened up space for us.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's actually the start of a change-up for Manawatū. I just saw the play before that. They tried to run a bit of a late, so maybe they've seen a latch defence in Whanganui that they want to try and expose now. So we'll see what happens later on in the game.
It's really a tradesman-like set there from Whanganui, the first of the second half. Just getting the ball away from that defensive spend.
Yeah, it would have been nice of them just to throw the ball over to their box side and just finish over, just to force Manawatū to carry it across the field. But as we see Manawatū just come down into the attacking zone, Pewhairangi on the ball.
Milner Scudder just come on from the box. We see him here. Riley, 32 pick. Scudder now looking for space. Holy moly. How do you defend that? He did exactly what you said, Rod, in terms of he picks the ball up as we see him here. Great set play, dump from Riley. Mulneskata just coming into space, making all the defenders make their decisions, and once he does, he knows what he wants. They do. He knows what he wants to do, and then throws there must have been 45 metres.
Yeah, for me, it's deja vu with Nair. He was throwing that when he was 16, 17, and at secondary schools, and it's just been a massive part of his game for a lot of years, and consistently he'll convert those plays every time.
It's always really good to see the quality of the players, not that they can throw a 40-metre pass, but they know when to throw the 40-metre pass when the defence gives you that option. Whanganui now straight onto attack. Brownie in for a short ball. Penalty there, not quite giving the ball over.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting at the moment. It seems to be 12 referees plus the 3 that are actually officially refereeing this game. So it's some interesting calls being shouted out at the moment.
Yep, we shouldn't get anything wrong with that many refs. Pace straight onto it from one end to the other, into the in goal. Beautiful release from the link. Not sure if I grabbed the number, got on the outside of his link defender, made some space, in for the first touchdown. Mauri.
Just letting everybody know. You see just Goulding just power through that hole there. And Mauri did very, very, very well. Just to shadow his player, get on the outside of him and get that ball down. Certainly loves a good celebration, does Mauri.
Cool thing about that is he didn't push off to create that space.
Yeah.
He just went close to him, stepped off his right, created that great space. 6-2 now within a blink of an eye. Manawatū out to a 4-touchdown lead against Whanganui. Have to kick back here. Yeah, just not on the same page there, unfortunately. Mulneskata and New, but they get another chance here, Rod.
I think they were fortunate on that one. To be honest, I think the retrieving play was actually in the way there. But good fortune to them. We'll see what kind of setup they can have there, and what identifier they can get in terms of players. We see a wrap on, nice little short play. We're just trying to get the crush early.
Yep, Mulneskata probably just need be a little bit tighter to New. Making that link defender for Manawatū have to track him down even closer into the middle. New now off the deck. We got long, short, second intercept. Back to 0 touch. Now Manawatū straight on the front foot here as we still see a couple of the Whanganui players trying to get onside. That was a nice strong touch there, Rod, that just stole all the momentum.
Yep. And certainly helps you defensively just to allow everyone just to get back onside. But there's some physicality in these touches. As we see, the 2 big attackers on at the moment, Opodi and Mulneskata. We just head straight forward. Opodi on the pick. He's got some legs and unfortunately dropped the ball.
I was just about to say, where do you look? You got Opodi, you got Governor, you got Pewhairangi, you got Mulneskata, all out there at the same time.
And defensively, you're sort of coached, especially on some of those star players, is to make sure you get in and you make a heavy touch on those players just to help slow things down a little bit and allow your defence to recover properly. You see Sean Brown, nice little pop over sinker. Good cover from the wing there.
Whanganui just not getting just having to attack too far away from the scoreline, Rod, which has been a disadvantage. Whereas, as we'll see Manawatū likely get all the way up to that 7-metre attacking line. Yep, probably deserved a penalty there. As we've seen the Whanganui defender just wrapping his arm around, really interrupting the roll ball there by Mulneskata. Got away with it.
Bit of a rainbow pass there, but they get the repeat set off that one.
What's your thoughts on a penalty like that? So obviously that penalty was against the Whanganui winger for being offside. However, do you think that was the reason why the Manawatū player dropped the ball, or it doesn't matter, you're offside, you get penalised?
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't the reason that the Manawatū player dropped the ball. But I guess that's the way they rule it. As we see a phase plate, we've gone long, and we get the follow by Governor.
Yep, you're going to give this team with that much arsenal a fresh set on your line, and this is what happens.
I'm glad you pronounced that right, Maya Arsenal. It sounded like you were going a little bit astray there, but you managed to save it, pal. So good on you. But yeah, it was a wonderful play there by Manawatū, and Governor just following up on the inside, just shadowing as all good links should do, and managing to get the dot for that one.
7-2, up by 5 now. 7.5 minutes to go in the second half of the fourth of our live stream games here at Onley Park in Palmerston North. The 2024 Masters National Championship. Oh, nice little right step, left step there from the number 3 from Whanganui, Paranihi. Nearly got on the outside of his man. Oh, yes.
Good work.
Got it right this time. We've seen Sean Brown come down, almost trying to do something similar in their last attacking set. This time they got it right, Rod.
Yeah, this time, just to drop in. The big thing is, once again, just attacking that line hard and then just allowing everything else to roll off the back of it. So, most of the good plays, they happen when you actually force the defensive line to make a decision and don't allow them to hold off and drift out. So it was nice there that they just straightened up and went straight at the line. And gave themselves some time to allow that chopping player to come into their hole.
If you are local and you are wondering whether you should come down, the weather's perfect, nice and cool. Plenty of trees. The touch is fantastic, as you can see here as Governor goes to not a surprise to see Gary Riley throw a pass like that. A lot of people hope when they do that. He's super accurate with it. Great work there from Gary. And not only that, as Rod would attest, there's beautiful free sausages at the Bunnings support team stand there, Rod.
Wonderful. I've been over there and had a couple myself. They're doing a wonderful job over there, Bunnings. Thank you very much to them. They're free, and they're certainly keeping them busy at the moment.
So come on down, come watch some awesome touch, get hungry, and at the halftime break, we don't bring on the oranges, we bring on the sausages and bread. 5 minutes now into our last 7-3. Manawatū been pretty dominant in the second half. Rod sort of just put the foot on the throat.
Yep, Governor just with the ball down, stepping back.
Oh, nice honesty there. Again, we talk about this at the last 2 national tournaments. Just one of the awesome parts of our game is just this honesty, and we'll see it here. Great work there from Governor. Probably didn't go over the ball, but he got away with it. Steps off his right, gets underneath. And the Whanganui player missed and was honest for the 8th touchdown for Manawatū as they now lead 8-3 with 5 minutes to go.
Yep, league's starting to get a little bit weary, I think, and disconnections, comms starting to break. But Whanganui, they'll keep having to go. This should be void of the from that last touchdown they got, and they certainly from that it's showing them a way through. As we see Sean Brown, possibly with the same play, steps back looking for that chop runner.
Oof.
How does this one?
Is that the new rule or the old rule? Or never the rule? Yep, good call there.
Yeah, that's the way I would have thought it should have gone. So well done from the sideline refs to pick that one up.
Mario just testing Tim there, making sure he is still. This is his 50th nationals, even though he's 42. So good work there from Tim. Good teamwork, and that's why we ref as team of 3s. There's no referee and assistant referees. Work as a team of 3. Whanganui now. Sean Brown gets a quickie. Straight back, looking long. Oh.
Yes, Sean Brown knew it was there. That's why that was the reason for the early back, so they could go long. He knew it was there. He probably faked this one. No, he's gone with it. Going. It's interesting to see with the Manawatū defence now. The wingers are coming in really tight.
Yep.
And obviously Sean Brown has picked it up. It's just whether he can convey that through to the rest of his crew to use their ball on the long.
Again, we see the teamwork between the 3 referees. Was that in the ruck, was it?
Yeah, I never questioned the referees, Maya. I've certainly...
Have you changed since yesterday, have you?
No good has ever come of it.
Well, you need to tell one of your mates, Peter Mack, the same thing. Still goes on about the first half from that 2014 World Cup final. Anyway, back to the game at hand. Manawatū, 8-3, 3 minutes to go. On their attacking scoreline.
Riley on the sweep, expecting long.
Oh, great little step there. The winger's calling the touch. One saying I touched him, the other saying no, you didn't. I like how unorthodox Riley is.
And that's his whole game. Gary Riley, that is his style. You certainly can't coach it. And it can frustrate coaches at times, but more often than not, what Gary does bear fruits.
I wouldn't say it's getting messy, but there's a lot happening out there at the moment, Rod, where I guess the normal structures that we see aren't happening so much. We've got people shooting out from wings and lengths on the second touch. She's all on.
There's a whole lot of talking going on. I'm not sure that it's communication, but everyone's having a crack at the moment.
See the fleet-footedness from the Monaskara.
The good part is you just see them enjoying themselves, Maya. They're having fun with it. Just seeing how they can break this defence down. Good work there from the defence, holding strong, staying man.
Yeah, nothing harder than having to chase out and then someone will step inside you. Governor there. 2 really good touches there from the link from Whanganui. We'll see him now probably come back door and get in, make this. No, straight off. This is better here from Whanganui, Rod. 3rd touch.
Yeah, well, they're getting forward and getting forward quickly. As long as they maintain that momentum and get it into their pick. You see Milner Scudder on the pick. Nice little short. Oh, no, he's gone long. Would have been a good opportunity for a short. Who's got the legs here?
Milner Scudder, I thought he had him.
He was
Great
so
work
close.
there from the 14. Golding. That was a good little race there. I actually thought Milner Scudder was going to be able to chase him down. Just intercept there. It would be interesting if they dropped their ball, went forward, so it would have been interesting to see if it would have been a 6 again or not, but we see the number 14, Golding, gets to the outside. Iruera, Milner Scudder chasing him down, couldn't quite get there. Never gave up though. Manawatū now, 9-3. We're in the last 30 seconds. It's been a very dominant performance from Manawatū. Halftime score was 4-2, and they've been able to find another 5 in the second half. Very accurate with their attack, as we see New. We talked about, look now, there's actually no players on this 25 metres on this side of the field. So probably something if Whanganui watch the live stream, or other teams, I'll see what Manawatū do. But great performance there from Manawatū. Win the 4th of our live stream games in this men's 30 grade against Whanganui, 9-3.
Homeground Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.